Alright, here we go. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do something a little different than our usual vlogs. The other day I posted on Facebook what are the pros and cons for driving for Uber and Lyft, and I got some good comments. About, I want to say like 22 comments, of course with me back and forth. I actually drove for Uber and Lyft not too long ago, and here are my pros. Okay, so we're gonna start off with pro number one. You get to be your own boss. Literally, whenever I came home from work, I went driving. So I want to say that was around between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. But I mean, if you don't have a job, you can literally do it whenever you want. Pro number two is, I think I just touched that, a flexible schedule. Since you're your own boss, you get to work when you want. You don't have to clock in, clock out, none of that stuff. Pro number three, of course, you got to make your money, right? I'm not gonna say it's a whole lot, but if you're starting at zero, I mean, nothing's better than, I mean, something is better than nothing. And then the last pro, which I really enjoyed, you meet a lot of people. So that's something that I kind of look forward to every time I did Uber or Lyft. Meeting new people, trying to practice, you know, small talk with all types of personalities. So that's the one thing I really enjoyed. Okay, now let's go to the cons. Bad stuff. Alright, so the first one, first con, weekends are gone. As you know, weekends are for, you know, going out, going to the clubs, bar hopping, all that good stuff. So you're gonna get a lot more business on the weekends than throughout the week. Because I tried throughout the weekend, it didn't really work out for me. So yeah, weekends, they're definitely gone if you want to make some serious money. The second con I have, of course, you're gonna be driving a lot, using your own car. I've heard of people that, you know, they use a rental. I'm not too sure how that goes. I guess because they didn't want to put the mileage and, you know, all the other stuff on, or use your own gas and stuff on your own car. So, you know, it's gonna put a lot of miles. You're gonna be driving a lot. What else we got? Oh, okay. The third con, since you're gonna be picking up a lot of customers, clients, passengers, whatever you want to call them, who have been drinking, there's potential pukage. Thankfully, that never happened to me. So keep in mind, potential pukage is on your way. Maybe, I don't know. It didn't happen to me, like I said. Everyone has their own experience. And then the last con, since you're gonna be meeting so many people, so many different personalities, you're gonna eventually run into the rude people. I mean, every business has it. Even with like my job, you know, any job really, you're gonna run into those people that are gonna just be rude. I mean, you know, so definitely you gotta have thick skin. Not even driving for Uber and Lyft, just wherever. You gotta know how to handle those people. But yeah. And that's the last con I have. Also want to go into like my experience with it. Just a quick story. The reason I started Uber and Lyft, at the time I was working at the Galleria. Should I say where I was working at? So I was working at the Galleria. I was working at Sunglass Hut. I was the best over there, you know what I mean? I was doing sales. But so whenever I found out that SOFI got pregnant with Kai, I was like, oh shit. So the first thing I did was get a second job at the Galleria. So I used to work at Echo. It's like a shoe store or whatever. So I go sunglasset and then go to Echo. I don't think it was every day. It's probably like Echo maybe 3 or 4 days out of the week. I think so. And then you know, as time progressed, and you know, SOFI was getting a little bigger, I was getting a little nervous, and I wanted to be certain I was able to provide. You know, I didn't want to be that guy. So what did I do? I signed up for Lyft first. I remember this. I signed up for Lyft, and after I got off both jobs, get home, and I wait a little bit, I take a little break, like around 10 p.m. I sign into Lyft, and didn't really get much business at first because I was only with Lyft. I didn't start Uber until maybe like a week after, because I heard at the time Lyft was paying more money, so it just made more sense. But a week goes by, and like I said, I hopped on Uber. So I was doing Uber and Lyft at the same time. And if you're thinking about doing Uber or Lyft, it's not either or. You need to do both. You need to stay busy. So that's pretty much what I did. Going back into my experience, it was a lot of fun. I like meeting a lot of new people. It helps me with, you know, small talk, conversation and stuff like that. Going back to like you get to meet a whole bunch of different personalities, so that can help you. Another thing, whenever I was driving for Uber and Lyft, it took me to a bunch of new places that I would have never gone to see if I never have done it. So keep that in mind. I remember one time I told SOFI when I got home, I picked this person up, and it led me, I drove to like the nicest gated community neighborhood. It was a bunch of mansions. I think I still have that code. Yeah, I think I still have that code to get in the gate. So maybe we might take a trip over there soon. Somebody's right here. But for me, I think it's like a side hustle. If you're trying to make full-time income, I would treat it as a full-time job. So get your ass up early, you know, log into Uber and Lyft. I want to say as early as like 5 a.m. because, you know, people are getting up that early and they got to get to work and stuff like that. Or even if I were to do it again, I'd be in the area where the airport is. You know, that's business right there. And then just keep going. I would say start your day from 5 a.m. on a weekday, from 5 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Okay, so another thing, if you're going to drive for Uber and Lyft, here's a tip that I would give you. What I did to get tips, I think it's the same. You know, the passenger, the customer, they'll be able to tip you right after the drive. What I did, I got those little miniature water bottles, and I stuck them in the center console, or the center cup holders. 2 of those right there. Oh, and then 2 right behind, 2 in the back seat. 2. Basically, yeah, just basically have some water in there for your what are they called? Not passengers? Passengers? Customers?
Yeah, for your guests.
I don't know what you want, whatever you want to call it, your guests, customers, whatever. Yeah, provide them with some water, offer it, and some gum. I did that too, some gum. And you'll be surprised. You'll get tips that go to your Uber and Lyft account, and sometimes I got cash, so that was a plus. last thing I would say, would I recommend you to drive for Uber or Lyft? And the answer is yes. I would definitely recommend it because I mean everything that I touched on, you know, there's opportunity when you have nothing. Sophie just asked me, is it safe for girls to be doing it? I mean, I think so. I never had an issue with the customer or, you know, a passenger. But what?
Passenger. It sounds like he's on an airplane.
I never had a issue, like a really bad issue. But if I were a girl, then what I would do is probably like have a taser on me, just in case. I mean, I don't think you'll ever use it, but you know, just to have something to protect yourself. But yeah, I think I touched on everything. Oh yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and I'll definitely answer it for you if I didn't touch on this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already following us. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.